So, good morning, Toronto, good morning. Everybody else who is around the world where it's still morning. Good afternoon, good evening, and happy independence to all Ugandans and friends of Uganda. Happy Thanksgiving to Canadians. I want to acknowledge that the land we are meeting on is a traditional land of many nations, including the Mississaugas of the Credit, the Anishinaabe, I practiced, the Chippewas and the Wendat. As we continue to celebrate the decade of people of African descent, I wish to recognize our ancestors who were forcibly removed from the soil of Africa, as well as those who fight for freedom, whose fight for freedom brought them here and gives us the opportunity to stand and be able to speak in this country. I want to recognize the valiant Ugandans who fought for this independence that we are celebrating today. People who made it possible for us to break the chains, to have a voice, to manage ourselves. I want to recognize your excellencies. I want to recognize all the special people that are watching today. And that's as far as my formal pieces are going to go. Now, for the real talk. First, briefly, I'm going to tell you who I am. I am a child of a farmer in Luwero, 40 miles north of Uganda, where the Luwero is known for the triangle. That's where I come from. Recognize the Luwero Primary School where I went, Bugema Adventist College. My Namagunga girls, I know you are watching. I'm representing. So, then I want to talk about Makerere University, and then I'm done. No, I'm not done. Don't worry, I still got a lot to say, but all the alumni, we can, Makerere University, back in the days, we need to bring it back to its glory, but it's the place that gave us all the African freedom fighters that brought these independences. Now, because I have a limited amount of time and Ronnie's going to hit me on the head, and I love Ronnie and I don't want to make him mad, I want to ask us some questions that I don't need us to have answers right now, but I want us to reflect as we celebrate this, our 59th independence of Uganda. This is for everybody watching in Uganda, watching around the world right now, and who will watch it online after. These are questions for us to think about. What are we independent from? Who are we independent from? Are we as a people, as a country, better off now than we were before 1962? Are we better off in this day, the 2021, better off than we were in the 70s, in the 80s, in the 90s? Are we moving forward? These are questions that don't require answers, but reflection. If we are not, why are we not? If we are, what more do we need to do to be even better off 10 years or even next year when we turn 60? This is a business expo, so I'm going to cut to the chase. I have many roles and the titles that they say, the Africa Trade Desk, Canada Africa Chamber of Business, the Afro-Canadian Chamber of Commerce. I'm proud of that. The other pieces I'm proud about is the work that is dear to my heart. This is about women and girls. I'm a founder of Mama Watali. The people who know Mama Watali, I'm talking to you in Uganda, you know Mama Watali, what it means, so I'm not going to spend time on that because that's not what we are here for. And I also do Girls Run. I'm going to be here and going to hang around, and you can ask me about these other initiatives. As it relates to business, which is what we are supposed to be talking about today. Let's start with Canada. Canada imports 11.5 million worth of goods from Uganda. For most Canadian businesses, that's one transaction. Canada, those imports, I can't live without telling you what they are. Coffee, beans. I was looking on the list, and there's actually even raw plants and live animals for an aggregate of 11.5 million. That's lovely. The only place we can go with that is up. On the other hand, Canada exports 24.3 million worth of goods to Uganda. If you have quick math right there, I wanted to come up with my phone, but I didn't want to be a geeky. If you do quick math, that's a deficit of 13 million in our trade. This is a relationship that is really not being utilized. Why are we still exporting raw stuff from Uganda to Canada? And when we say we want to increase our trade between the two countries, are we going to increase and send in more animals? We need to do more. We need to ask ourselves questions, and I'll go back to that. And I'm not here to just give, the not so pleasant news, but somebody has to talk about it. There's an opportunity for Canada to do more. And I don't mean more in grants and more in aid and all that. We've been over that. We are 59 years old. As a parent, which is one of my most, best roles ever. I'm a mother of 3 beautiful souls. Actually, let me talk about this because I might never get an opportunity to talk about this. One of my greatest moments of pride was this spring when my son put on the national uniform of Uganda to play, when he was called to the U20 team that went to Mauritania. I was so proud. Amen, this gorgeous Ugandan, and it was all me. Not all me, his dad will not agree, but I did something. So that's one of my greatest moments of joy. But we have an opportunity here. Uganda as a country, our population of people under 30 is 77%. 77% of the 47 million Ugandans is under 30. Canada can do more. Canada can do more. That's not the right way. Don't take it like that. But we can grow on that trade deficit. Can we do services? Can we do education? Can we do fintech? I'll let you to think about that. Now, Ugandans want to do business with Canada. Are we ready? Do we have the resources? Our country is ready. Are we going to continue exporting raw coffee and raw cotton? Let us look at that. Before I leave the podium, this is a diaspora event, and I want to give kudos to the diaspora. Look, the Ugandan diaspora in 2019 remitted $1.4 billion to Uganda. 2020, with the pandemic, the Ugandan diaspora sent $1.1 billion to Uganda. I think that is, if you do any little bit of math, it's much more than the 11 million we got in trade. Here's my call to the diaspora, and this is the thought I'm going to leave you with. The government estimates that there's 1.5 million Ugandans in the diaspora. I want to call 1,500 Ugandans in the diaspora. That is 0.001% of the Ugandans in the diaspora. I want to call 1,500 brave Ugandan diasporians, they are not diasporas, sorry. My English teacher would be really upset. But then my fallback will be, I think in Uganda, I dream in English, and I'm trying to learn French. Forgive me. Yeah, so, okay, so 1,500 Ugandans in the diaspora that can save $100 a month to create a diaspora bond. That 1,500 Ugandans at $100 a month will create $150,000 a month. I hope you have your calculators because I'm going to go fast. There's a man standing over here who is about to kick me off the stage. Now, 150,000 US dollars a month over 12 months will be 1.8 million a year. We have not put any interest at all, and we have bankers and we have World Remit here. Now, 1.8 million US dollars a year over 5 years will have 9 million. With that amount of money, in this room, we have the perfect storm. We have World Remit, who has given us access to send for free. We have my sister from Post Bank, who has just told us that diaspora can have services and we can do something. We have developers here that can invest that money for us. You know where I'm going. 1,500 Ugandans, we've started a list. I need anybody who wants to be part of this, and I'm an equal opportunity person. If you are not in the diaspora but you want to be part of this movement, please reach out. We're going to have information for you after this. Reach out. The banks that are here, please join this. I mean, if you leave without talking to me, I don't know what you're doing. World Remit has already agreed. Pastor, the diaspora will be able to invest in the building that is serving our Ugandans when they come.